Welcome back, everybody, to the Jacksonville Jaguars franchise here on Madden 21 for the PlayStation 5. As today we have a pretty big divisional game, Thursday Night Football against our rivals, the Indianapolis Colts. The offensive coordinator asking us whether we should focus on rest or preparation. And I think based on where we are in the season, I think the answer could certainly differ, but I want to get guys rested, make sure they're energized and ready to go. So in the last game, we beat the Bills 30-20. I don't know why it says neither team scored in the first half, because that isn't true. But the story of the game was C.J. Henderson. 3 interceptions in this one for Henderson. He was dominant, and C.J. Henderson's literally been an island of his own this year. Nobody is throwing it his way. So he has not gotten an interception yet this season before that game, but he is still tied for second now in the league in picks. He did not win AFC Defensive Player of the Week, though. That went to Tyus Bowser of the Patriots, who had 4 sacks. So let's take a look at the NFL standings here a little bit over halfway through the year. I do want to give you guys an update. We are currently 1 game ahead of the Texans for first place in the division, and remember, we did beat the Texans twice, so we do have the tiebreaker there. Chargers, Bills, and Bengals are all in first place of their respective divisions. Meanwhile, in the NFC, Preston Garrett and the Vikings are 6-3. I didn't think Preston Garrett would be so good in his first year as a starter. Falcons are still continuing to surprise everybody as they are 7-2. The New York Giants are also 7-2, the defending NFC champions. Seattle 6-3, leading the West, and I see the Rams choose this year out of all years to be bad. So if the season ended today, we would actually be the 2 seed, although it is very close with a number of teams at the top, and it'll certainly be a battle these last 6 weeks of the year to see who wins the division, what the seedings are in the postseason if we do end up making it. The playoff picture graphic will not come up until week 13. That is in 2 weeks, so once I can open that and show you guys, I will. So the opponent today, as previously mentioned, is the Indianapolis Colts. They're 3-6 in division, not having a great year. We have not played these guys yet, but we have seen some good growth from quarterback Rodney Allen in his second year. Allen was the 8th overall pick by the Colts a couple years back, and he started the year off really well. He has kind of slowed down as of late, but still a really good player, and it's going to be a challenge for our defense to face him today. Rest of their team is solid. They have a few former Westlake Hornets on the O-line, and Stephen Allen and Dwayne Morton for what it's worth. So without further ado, let's get this one underway. The Jaguars' 3rd straight primetime game. They lost a couple weeks back on Sunday night against the Giants, beat the Bills on Sunday night last week, and now have some Thursday night action against the Colts. Jacksonville rocking their Color Rush jerseys. Early 3rd down here for the Jaguars. It's 3rd and 8 as here is the rookie Koko Onwuasu scrambling for the first down. If Gardner Minshew was under center at quarterback, his legs would not have gotten that first down, as Koko Onwuasu continues to be very impressive since Minshew was benched in his favor. Following play, tough throw from Onwuasu. It is lobbed into the hands of Laviska Shenault, who gets around 15 yards, and a first down as the Jaguars are moving the ball pretty nicely thus far. 2nd and 4 now from the opposing 42-yard line. It's a handoff for Phillip Lindsay. He gets a nice run. Lindsay trying to show why he deserves more snaps. Obviously, Phillip Lindsay's load on the offense has certainly cut down these past few weeks with the emergence of R.J. Ewell, but Lindsay still is making a few nice plays per game. 3rd and 3, it's Bobby Okereke with the sack, forcing a loss of 5. Rodney Allen flexing on the sideline as the Jaguars will be forced to kick a field goal. 47-yard attempt from the veteran Josh Lambo, and the kick is good. And the Jaguars are on the board first as they lead it 3-0. Pretty long drive, did not result in a touchdown, but Jacksonville does strike first. So here is the Colts. 3rd and 1, Mack gets the handoff and he does not get it. Josh Allen along with Taga Taluiaipupu are there for the stop, so the Colts offense will start this game off with a 3-and-out. Hot start for Jacksonville's rushing defense, which of course is one of the best run defenses in the league. First down, Koko loses 10. It's Willie Henry with the sack. Koko Onwuasu has gotten sacked a lot less than Gardner Minshew did earlier this season, but the Colts already have 2 sacks today. 3rd and 18, pass is caught by Chark. He only gets 15, so that'll force a punt. Both defenses looking pretty good early in this one. So now the Colts have the ball. Let's see what Rodney Allen, the former Westlake Hornet and former Iowa Hawkeye, can do. As on first down, it's T.Y. Hilton in motion. Allen looking to throw it. It's going to go short to Doyle, who breaks the tackle for Miles Jack, and there goes Jack Doyle, the former Western Kentucky Hilltopper, with a nice gain of 18 of a right side, pushed out of bounds, as the Colts are starting to do something here on this drive, now from the 42. 27 seconds remain in the corner. Rodney Allen looking to throw it up the middle as a wide open receiver. It's Michael Pittman who brings it to the 21, and Indy's offense is starting to do some damage here as the time winds down here in quarter number 1, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Pretty even game thus far. Jaguars lead at 3-0, but the Colts are in striking distance as they have reached the red zone. Second and goal from the 8-yard line. Allen calling for motion as it's a handoff for Marlon Mack, and he does not go anywhere, losing 2. Josh Allen brings him down. Mack has not had that bad of the game. 8 carries, 31 yards. That's better than most running backs do at this point early in the second quarter against Jacksonville. Third and goal. Rodney Allen's pass is dropped by Josh Jackson. Should have been a pick. So here comes the field goal unit on to tie it. The kick from Austin Seibert is good, and the Colts will knot this one up at 3. Both teams had opportunities to score touchdowns. However, they're only able to get field goals as the Jaguars have it back. 2nd and 3 from the 45. Onwosu under pressure, and he is sacked again, losing 14 yards on the play. It's Darius Leonard, one of the top linebackers in the league, bringing him down. Allen flexing again for whatever reason, as the Colts already have 3 sacks today. 3rd and long now. Jacksonville hoping for a big play. Coco heaves it deep, and it is caught by the Indianapolis defender, but he was out of bounds, so it'll count as an incompletion. Another punt for Jacksonville, and both defenses continue to flourish. From the 8, 3rd and 7. Doyle wide open down the field. He gets 27 yards. Not great coverage there by the Jaguars. That was Ronnie Harrison, who looked like he was on him, but poor execution there from the Jags. 2nd and 10. Look at Ifeadi Odenigbo. I mean, he had Quentin Nelson, arguably the best offensive lineman in football, on him, and he just bull rushed right through him in order to get the sack. Odenigbo made his season debut last week, had 2 sacks against the Bills, now has 1 here against the Colts, and it's really good to have Odenigbo back. The Jaguars missed him in the first half of the year. Odenigbo got hurt in the preseason, missed the first 8 games, and so far early in this season, he has made his presence known. 3rd and 8. Onwosu runs for the first down, but he fumbles it, and it's picked up by Indianapolis, and they will get it inside the 20. It's Bobby Okereke who picks it up. That's Coco's first fumble of his career. The call stands, as unfortunately we don't get a particularly great replay on it, but the call would stand, and Indy gets it inside the red zone. A huge opportunity given to them by their defense. They're going to try to capitalize. Marlon Mack on first down with a tough run of 11 yards as the Colts are now nearing the goal line as they try to punch it in. 3rd and goal, handoff for Mack, and he does not get it. Taga Taluiaipupu once again brings him down for a loss of a yard. So the field goal unit comes out. It's 4th and goal from the 2. The Colts could look to go for it, but they do not. Indy decides to play it safe. Seibert makes the kick, and this has been a game of field goals thus far. 6-3 is the score. Jags have 2 timeouts and plenty of time here to try to tie it or take the lead. Is on 2nd down. Short throw for Ewell. He makes a nice play after the catch, outrunning Darius Leonard, and he is pushed out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Good play there by Ewell, who's had a quiet game. Actually, the whole rushing offense has been quiet for Jacksonville. The Jaguars have not been successful running it, unlike last week in which they ran for over 200 yards against the Bills. There's a nice play there to the sidelines for Zeke Bowman. 2nd and 10 now. Casey Shuck open up the middle. He gains 23. The Jaguars are moving it nicely in the red zone from the 12. 2nd and 2, under 40 seconds to go. Jaguars have only 1 timeout left as it's caught in the end zone by DJ Chark for the touchdown. Look at the score. It's now 6-9. Nice. Assuming Josh Lambo makes the extra point, it will not remain 6-9, but still, big drive there for Jacksonville, finally finding the end zone. Nice throw by Coco, even better grab there by DJ Chark, and the Jaguars will take the lead going into the locker room 10-6 is your score. But I will say the Colts have not ran the ball too bad. Marlon Mack, 14 carries, 51 yards. He's been busy, and he's ran it better than Jacksonville has. Dobbins, Lindsey, and Ewell have all been pretty quiet for the most part. On to the second half. Indy starting with the football. Nice run to open things up there for Marlon Mack as he gets 16 yards on the play, breaking a couple tackles there, bringing it to the 41. Now it's 3rd and 15 from the 36 after a false start penalty on the Colts. As Rodney Allen, it's a short throw here to the running back Mack, and he does not get much. Rashawn Babineau brings him down. It's only a gain of 7. So that'll force a punt. Nice stop there by the Jaguar defense. Even though Jacksonville's rushing defense hasn't been spectacular, they still have not allowed a touchdown yet, so you got to give them credit. 2nd and 4. What a spin move there by R.J. Ewell as he gets around 13 yards on the play. Very nice gain from Ewell. That's his 4th carry of the game. He's not gotten the ball a ton in this first half. 2nd and 6 now. It's a handoff for J.K. Dobbins. He's been quiet today as he loses 4, and Dobbins is down. He is injured on the play, grabbing at his rear end. And unfortunately for the Jaguars, J.K. Dobbins will not return to the rest of this game. So it'll be Phillip Lindsay and R.J. Ewell in the backfield for the rest of this one. As on 3rd down, that pass should have been intercepted. Jacksonville forced to punt it, and both defenses continuing to play really well in this game. 2nd and 9 from the 9. It's a short pass from Rodney Allen over to Marlon Mack, who gets a big play after the catch, gaining 25 yards before being wrapped up by Williams and Wiggins. Mack has been busy in the receiving game as well. He already has 4 or 5 grabs, and obviously running the ball, he has not been too bad either. 3rd and 8 now. Colts have to get some momentum on offense. A conversion would be huge, and they get exactly that, as that one goes to the 42-yard line for the speedy receiver Paris Campbell, the 4th-year pro out of Ohio State, his first catch of the game. 2nd and 8 now for Indy. Allen, a short pass there for the backup tight end Ian Thomas with a nice spin move, making the play. Jack Doyle got hurt earlier in the game, so Ian Thomas has to step up now in that tight end position, and he makes a really nice play there. Now from the 18-yard line, Rodney Allen and the Colts in the red zone as they try to find the end zone for the first time today, and shoot, that won't help. He is sacked for a loss of 6 by Miles Jack, who is now in the zone after that play. Colts would gain 14 on the following play as it's now 3rd and 2. Handoff for Mack, and I don't know if he got it. That's close, but it does not look like they are going to give him the first down. The former Westlake linebacker David Harris brings him down, and the Colts are going to be aggressive. They will go for it here on 4th down. Jacksonville sending pressure as it's caught by T.Y. Hilton for the touchdown, and the Colts are on top. The first touchdown today for Indianapolis. Jacksonville decided to be aggressive and blitz a very large amount of their defenders, leaving Hilton open to secure the touchdown. Good run there for 11 yards by Phillip Lindsay. Lindsay, of course, has to step up here down the stretch in this game with no more J.K. Dobbins. His status for next week is questionable, by the way. Following play up the middle for the tight end, David Njoku, who brings it to the 34-yard line with time winding down here in the 3rd quarter. And that will conclude the quarter as the Colts will take the lead. 13-10 is your score. A very low-scoring game, but it does seem like both offenses are starting to pick things up a little bit. Early 3rd down to open up the 4th. It's 3rd and 6. Onwusu up the middle for Laviska Shenault. A huge first down there for the Jaguars as they bring it to the 14. And it looks like Jacksonville is marching towards the end zone. 3rd and 4 now. Coco scrambling. He's going to run for the first down and more. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Coco Onwusu with a huge rushing touchdown. He could not find anybody open, so he's going to use those legs. He had open space. Nice blocking there on the right side of the field. And Coco capitalizes. I believe that is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars will make it a 3-point game, but it will remain a 3-point game as the extra point from Lambeau is wide left. His first missed extra point of the year, and that's just his 2nd missed kick all year. So the Colts are now only down by 3. That could prove to be a huge deal. First down, nice pass up the middle for Jack Doyle. He has returned from his earlier injury. Nice play there by Doyle to get to the 47-yard line. The Colts already in enemy territory as they try to get the lead right back. Following play, Allen, he will find an open man. It's Marlon Mack. Spin move for Mack, and he will get to the 35-yard line. That one looked like it was going to be a routine gain of like 5 or 6, but Marlon Mack with a few nice moves there to get the first down. Following play, Rodney Allen going somewhat deep for T.Y. Hilton as the Colts are now in the red zone. Hilton, the veteran, brings it to the 20, wrapped up on the play there by Josh Jackson. Now from the 20-yard line, Rodney Allen under center, over 6 minutes to go as it's a handoff for Marlon Mack. Mack breaks a couple tackles and he finds the end zone for an Indianapolis touchdown. What a run by Marlon Mack. He had to break multiple tackles on that play, reaching the 5,000 career rushing yard milestone. Marlon Mack, just a 4th-round pick. That is quite the accomplishment for him. So now the Jaguars are back down by 4 with 6 minutes to go. That's plenty of time as Chark brings it to the 46-yard line. DJ Chark now with 750 yards on the season, having himself another great campaign. 2nd and 10. Coco's going to keep it himself, and the ball is ripped out there by Kenny Moore. Onwosu with a heads-up play, recovering his own fumble. That's a very smart play there by Coco Onwosu. He recognized the ball was out, was quick to jump on it, and the drive will stay alive for Jacksonville. 3rd and 6. Short throw for Lindsey. He breaks the tackle from Okereke and is able to get the first down, gaining 9 on the reception, and the drive will stay alive. The Jaguars are getting close to field goal range. Not that that matters, thanks to the missed extra point by Lambo earlier in the game. Nice catch there by Njoku. He gets 15 on the out route, and Jacksonville's moving it nicely. 3rd and 5 now from the 22-yard line. Empty backfield as R.J. Ewell lines out as a receiver on the right side. Coco scrambling as a short throw for Njoku, trying to break the tackle, and he only gets 3. Nice hit there by Leonard as that sets up an interesting 4th and 2 from the 19-yard line. Jacksonville could have kicked the field goal had Lambo made the extra point earlier, but they have to go for it here, and they are successful. R.J. Ewell gets 6 on the run, but David Njoku is hurt on the play. That is not good news for the Jaguars. Njoku's day is now done as him, along with J.K. Dobbins, are out. That brings us to the 2-minute warning. Colts up by 4. Jaguars trying to punch it in. 2nd and goal. It's a handoff for Kyra Brooks, and he loses 4. Brooks hasn't gotten a ton of plays this season, but he had an opportunity there, and he did not step up. DeForest Buckner injured for the Colts. That's not good news for them, as on 3rd and goal. Coco Onwosu for the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laviska Shenault with a very tough grab there in the end zone, but there is a flag, and this one is coming back. It is a holding call on the right tackle, Orlando Brown. The Colts sideline is already dancing as if they just won the game. This one is not over, but that is a huge break for Indianapolis. 3rd and goal. The pass should have been intercepted there. Coco was lucky the defender dropped it. So now it's 4th and goal. From the 15, Onwosu looking for the end zone for Chark, and it's broken up. Nice play there by the Colts defense, and they now have an opportunity to win this game. 3rd and 6. This is it. If Indy gets a first down, it's over. Allen, short throw is caught by Michael Pittman Jr., and that should do it. Jacksonville calls for their final timeout, and that is how this game will come to a close. The Indianapolis Colts upset their divisional rival Jaguars. 20-16 is your final. A tough loss here for Jacksonville as they will go down to 6-4. The Colts, meanwhile, will go up to 4-6. Tough, hard-fought battle here. If Josh Lambo made that extra point earlier in the game, not only could we have tied it late in the 4th quarter, but David Njoku never would have gotten injured, so keep that in mind. Both quarterbacks were pretty good. Rodney Allen and Coco Onwosu were both efficient. Neither were spectacular, but both were very solid. Marlon Mack, 24 carries, 101 yards, and a touchdown. He was very busy. The Jags did not really run the ball very well. Coco Onwosu was actually the leading rusher. Nobody had more than 5 catches, as neither team really had anybody stand out in the receiving game. DJ Chark and Marlon Mack both scored. Okereke with 11 tackles, 1 for a loss and a sack. Big game for Tagatulue Pupu, probably the best of his career. He had 3 TFLs, 3 sacks for Indy, 2 for Jacksonville, as we do have 1 new injury. The good news is J.K. Dobbins is totally fine for next week. He will be back, but I cannot say the same about David Njoku. He has dislocated his elbow and he will miss the next 4 games. I know it says 5 weeks, but I haven't simulated, so he will miss 4 games, and that's a pretty big deal. And Njoku's been having a very nice season, and we're going to need some young guys at the tight end position to step up. We've used a number of day 3 draft picks on tight ends in this series, including using a 4th rounder on Daniel Romer. Romer is a second-year player out of LSU, not overly athletic, nor is he a great blocker, but he has good hands, he's a good route runner. He started this season off really well. He scored in each of the first 2 games, but ever since Koko Nwosu has entered as the quarterback, Romer's role has certainly dipped a lot, but he will get an opportunity as the starter. Another name to watch out for is Simba Azikiwe. The Jaguars traded up for him in the 6th round this past season. Although Azikiwe has not really gotten a chance to shine yet, I am very curious to see what he ends up doing with some new opportunity. So that will bring us here to Week 12. We play the 4-6 Denver Broncos. We do have some good news on the injury front, as Damian Lewis is back, so the revolving door of Bo Knowles no longer has to start at guard. That's very good news for us. The Texans have just beaten the Titans, so us and Houston are tied for first place at 6-4 in the division. But keep in mind, we have the head-to-head tiebreaker over the Texans, so if it does end up in a tie, we do win the division. That will conclude today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Not the result we wanted, but hopefully we beat the Broncos next week. I'm out. Peace.